What damn alphas? It's your boy laughing at man. And it's late. I know we late, we're 15 minutes late, but it's okay. It's okay. We have a big episode. We're talking about White Knights. P Valley Season 2, Episode 5, titled White Knight. First, we see they are in Atlanta. It starts off with Big Boy Kryptonite playing. And we see the episodes about Keyshawn. I'm here joined by Uniqo Williams. Joe, how you doing today?
Man, I'm good. I'm sorry. I just got done arguing with some of my good friends. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm not arguing with them no more.
Yeah. We saw a lot to happen today. I'm gonna go quick.
This is the Keyshawn backstory.
Yes, we learned a lot about Keyshawn. We learned why she the way she is. Why does she love? I call him Dwayne, but it's Derrick. He's still Dwayne to me. We learned a lot about him. Before I go over the episode, Joe, how you feel about this episode?
I mean, I'm glad. Like, I wanted to know why Keyshawn made it to this point where she was at the pink, and then now she's doing what she's doing. I want to know, but because Derrick seemed like a nice guy, didn't he?
Well, he kind of just punched the dude and wouldn't stop punching him until like 5 people got off of him, even though he won.
He seemed like a nice guy.
He low blow the dude. I don't respect him. You sum up with a dude that low blow, man.
I don't think that he could beat up 2 Mississippi boys that's a fullback and a wide receiver or a tight end.
He low blowed the fullback. He punched him in the nuts and then punched him.
I would have whooped his ass, bro. If I'm in Lawrence County, I would have whooped his ass, man. Yeah. Period.
But as Joe said, this episode showed a lot about Keyshawn's backstory, and the show starts off with Keyshawn Harris is about to shine. The background showed by the voiceover is done by Uncle Clifford.
Mm-hmm. Uncle Clifford was all through that.
Yeah, he's all through the episode. He's all through the background. Going over all the things. Let me fix this real quick so I can have my notes and see if anybody in the chat. But he's all in the background. He's always talking. And he tells the story of Keyshawn, basically. What he says is, he tells about Rule 934. You got to rock that horsehair if you got it. That's Rule 934 Uncle Clifford gave. We see in the flashback, Rome seems like a pimp. And he gonna get, and everybody wants to save Keyshawn, as Uncle Clifford said. He said, I even tried to save that hoe.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only a time when a hoe want to be saved.
Mm-hmm.
So
when a hoe want to be saved.
Yep. So J. Cole's and we know what they talking about. They talking about Derrick. They talking about the situation. She's shining. She's on the stage. She got some of the biggest strippers in the world. She's out here with Jocelyn showed up.
Jocelyn Hernandez showed up, bro.
Yeah. And she hosted the show for her. It was Miss Mississippi night in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
They was on tour. They had a second leg coming up. She had this lace front deal. They're supposed to give her a lot of money.
Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid red, they said.
Yeah. At the club, we see Big Tika Murder arguing still. Jessica Dimes there, by the way. I just want to shout her out real quick. Yeah, one thing I like about this part, Joe, is throughout the episode, Uncle Clifford voiceover.
Mm-hmm.
Telling the backstory was kind of a dope thing. This episode is what I liked about season 1.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like a personal story that didn't have randomness.
Mm-hmm.
No scare, no, oh my God, it's a ghost in the room, in the red room. Ooh, you know I hate that part.
I know you hate that so much.
I hate that. Like, bro, they had a jump scare last episode. Boom. I'm like, bro, stop it.
That was like did Wanda pull up? Did Wanda pull up at that point?
So we found out that Derrick is a cheerleader. A big old cheerleader. But he's a cheerleader.
Mm-hmm.
Come from a wealthy family. Big background. Scholarship to Ole Miss. I'm just gonna go over that right now. That's not that important. Got it for cheerleader. This receiver named Quincy. Basically, they're in a situation in which a lot of people do. A little black girl looked through. Her hair nappy.
She had a wig on.
Her hair was nappy in that situation. Shout out to Aisha, she back. Uncle Clifford got 1,000,000 roses. It was shocking to see Jocelyn and Dime together. True. Yeah, he was a very violent cheerleader. But she didn't make the cheer squad. She was supposed to be on top. She didn't make it. She was presented as the ugly duckling. While her big sister, stepsister,
that yellow girl,
Aisha, was the star. She the one they put her. They basically made her story Cinderella. She's Cinderella, basically. Yeah. You got the nasty stepmother with the two sisters. One, I think, they both older. I kind of didn't make sense because one was older and one was younger, right? So I got kind of confused, and I thought the writing confused that for me. Aisha, whoever is watching, can y'all tell me, am I correct on that? Or was she the oldest? And Aisha was like a year younger or whatever.
Let us know, y'all.
Yeah, because I wasn't quite sure. Because I remember they said the oldest. I know they kept saying older stepsister. But was that reference to she being the oldest of the stepsisters or the oldest overall? But Aisha made the team. Aisha the one that's loved. Aisha the one that gets all the attention. But like I said, Quincy said she was through. Derrick didn't like that. Derrick saw him a little cute Barbie doll. He saw the potential in a black queen. I do salute him for that much. But when Quincy spit on him, that boy unloaded. He beat the doors off. He won the fight. The dude was giving up. He jumped back on him. Then, like I said, and then he did punch the fool back in his nuts and then start punching. I don't respect it. See, that's how you know he crazy. That's your first sign right there. And he showed his anger issues in this situation. Like I said, they gave the sisters don't seem to hate her. The sisters don't seem to hate her. They seem to hate each other more in the show compared to her. They're like, we don't care about you. They even sit at the table with her. Like at school, they were like, "Hey, how you doing?" Then they just chirping each other the whole time and never don't even mention her. But they like sit next to her and talk to her and have fun with her. Like, yeah,
is that how that happened in Mississippi?
This part is colorism. When I was young, colorism did happen.
Did they? Hold on. So did y'all talk bad about them yellow girls?
No, you talk a lot.
Because I ain't never had no problem with no yellow girl when I was down there. Now
they don't talk bad about the yellow girl. That's the colorism part. They talk bad about the dark skin girl. By the way, if Keyshawn was in Mississippi, they wouldn't talk bad about her.
No, she's bad.
But if you are ordinary looking or just cute dark skin girl, somebody gonna say something. You know, like I didn't even say. I said cute. You can be cute and they will. Cause let's be honest, when we were young, colorism did exist on TV. All the models and stuff, bro. Every one of them were light skin or brown skin, and
I always thought pretty girls were pretty girls. So,
but you also say yellow though, cause that's also another thing.
Go on about your business now.
You call them yellow, then cause
go on about your business now.
You and your cousin, cause y'all Mississippi boys talk about yellow all day.
I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't talking about none of that. Go on now.
But yeah,
go on now. And that's the thing, y'all. Like this how real Mississippi folk talk, y'all. This not the what y'all hearing on this show. That's not how Mississippi folk talk. The way I'm talking right now, that's Mississippi folk talk.
And I lived in Mississippi my whole life, and you could tell by the country.
Oh, it's not. It ain't the way they talking all slow and all that. We said that on the last episode. That's not how we talk. Not at all.
A little bit of Houston, a little bit of Atlanta in it, a little bit of Baton Rouge. Ron talk like he's 100% from Baton Rouge. I don't know where they got that from. That Maine is 100% Boosie. I don't know. That is not Mississippi. I don't know where y'all got that from.
Don't nobody say Maine in Mississippi.
We also
not no Mississippi. I know.
I also got the name for him, Laronica. Alicia. They got Krakatoa and mistletoe. Well, Krakatoa is actually like mistletoe, and then they have the Negro toe because they separate. That's the little things they went to at the end of the show. The little events they went to. So they had those, and it was they had those events, and you see Aisha was getting all the attention. All the dudes. She done turned down, like they said, she turned down 30 dudes already by that morning. I said, oh, Keyshawn ain't got no light.
She fine now. She fine now. And Keyshawn fine too, y'all. Y'all need to know that. Both of them fine.
She did mess up LaRonica's hair.
Burn it off, didn't she?
She did. Her mom, Chanisse, was not played by Joy, by the way. Shout out to Joy. She amazing.
She said that that's the most pretty part about her.
Which is also not good for mental health. This show deals with a lot of mental health storylines that we're going to go over. And I'm probably going to go over there. We also learned that even in high school, Gidget loved them black men. She like, I ain't going to those stuck-up, uppity type. I want to go with where the brothers at.
You said that.
I'm like, I see you, Gidget. I see you, Gidget. So Gidget wanted to go to that show. What else we
Gidget was a coach, wasn't she?
She was the head. I think she was the head cheerleader. She was scouting everybody, so I figured she was the head cheerleader. Then we end up back at the club. Uncle Clifford called Jocelyn the fairy godmother.
Miss Hernandez.
Yes, she's the fairy godmother. She said, if you ever need somebody in this crazy world, call me. So she said she told her to call her, gave her the card. They were supposed to go to the party later that night, go in. Rome's helped set some stuff up. We'll go over there in a minute. They set up the dad. The dad treats us so terrible. The dad literally goes in, and I'm like, why is he so mean to her? He told her while her sisters getting ready for prom to take the picture of the rest of the family. Her father told her that. That's insane to me. Joe, what's your thoughts on the father just like, hey, take a picture of us while we all happy?
That's just it. That's just it. That's just it. Take it away.
Yeah, so then all of a sudden Derrick show up. Derrick shows up with that custom made dress.
That's what I'm saying. Like run it, Zelmay. Run it. Yeah. You do a good job at this type of stuff. Run it.
So Derrick comes in with a custom made blue dress for her. All the black people looking like, what? I love that part. I love the part.
I found pieces within this episode that I was like, I like Derrick. And the whole show has been building us up to not like him. He had some good moments, man. He had some good moments with Keyshawn.
Well, we gonna kind of go over that in a minute on why I think there's a little issue with Derrick and why it's a manipulation of sort.
No, that's okay because he was a nice guy when they was in high school. He was a nice guy.
Well, there's a reason for that, and we're gonna go over that because the show want to portray that too. The show did a good job of portraying that situation. I'm trying to make sure this thing did not do anything to Aisha. Aisha. Because sometimes this bot will act up, but I don't see nothing right now. But as I said, Derrick comes in. They goes to the other one. We find out this woman stared a hole through her. We found out that's Derrick's mom. All of a sudden, I'm like, okay, I get where it's going. I get what it's going now. I understand.
What about them babies?
Yeah, we gonna get into that, but he was like, I understand what it's going. She saw the hole to him. She we find out his dad punched him in the face for wanting to date that old black girl. He punched him in the face, gave him that good shiner. You see,
sorry, y'all. This just hit me hard, man. This just hit me hard. I grew up in, I did my thing in Indiana, but I came from Lawrence County. all day long. Prentice, all that. I've been from. I know what Zelmay talking about. Period. I've been there. Period.
Yeah, this happening.
I just need them to know that I know. I've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, and then so he get hit by a dad for loving the black. It snowed. It's literally like a Cinderella movie. It literally snowed.
Ain't no Cinderella I ever seen.
Well, the ending ain't, but this part is the two wicked stepsisters and the ending way different. But
hey, clip this, y'all. Clip this, y'all. Clip that.
The ending way different. But this part of the story, it snowed. She running around like this. He's smiling, all happy. They get in that back seat. They do what grown folks do. You know what I mean? They do what them grown folks do. Maybe play some Luther Vandross. I don't know what they playing. Maybe he play some of the white folk music. Maybe that was Keyshawn like. It was pre-Chuckalisa, you know what I'm saying? Well, she was from Chuckalisa. We found out she moved to this place and then she moved back to Chuckalisa. After what happened, because they did what grown folks do, as I said, in the back seat of the car. She came home, the stepmom spitting. She said, "Be careful being the Barbie doll." Because they're always
at the beginning of the show, she had to choose which wig she wanted to put on.
Yeah.
She chose that blonde one.
Yeah. And she said, be careful of being that Barbie doll. Because a man that just think you as a Barbie doll can always find another Barbie doll.
Okay, now.
And that happened twice in this episode. And I want to do this. Shout out Woody. We're going to go over this at the end. I ain't going to bring it up now. But Woody a real one.
I don't know if we shut him out.
Woody gave me the coldest line I ever heard in my life. We're going to talk about that.
He tried something that we wouldn't do now.
Woody did something, man.
He tried something that we... No. I'm talking about Rome. My bad, y'all. I was thinking about Rome.
Woody is little murder manager.
That's the homie out the
Hearst. Yeah, he worked the Hearst. He the manager of little murder.
That funeral home.
Yeah, that's Woody.
Yeah, that's Woody.
Rome is the other guy.
Rome is the wrong one.
Yeah. But as I said, Big T having a good time, everybody dancing. Look, Keyshawn like, let's have fun, cause these are her friends. She cool with these people. They live in the same area. Blah blah blah. And Rome, who kind of, if y'all know Rome is from, I forgot where Rome from the first season. He wasn't in it much. He came in the last episode, but I think he's from maybe Atlanta.
He from Atlanta. Rome from Atlanta.
I think he's from Atlanta, but I don't know why he got a Baton Rouge accent. That's confusing me. But
everything is confusing. Nobody talks like they're from Mississippi. Nobody on the show. Nobody. Period.
Well, Atlanta, but
Atlanta people don't talk like that.
Man, I'm telling you, man, I can find no, man. I'm like, that
no.
Like, I ain't even heard T.I. told her that he insinuate Atlanta accent.
Maybe Memphis.
Memphis talk slower than that, though. He talk too fast for Memphis. They might say name, but they'll talk a lot slower.
I give him Louisiana. He ain't from no Mississippi.
Like Kevin Gates talk slow. Like them people like that, and most of Memphis people I know talk slower too. Them fast talking, like Mississippi talk fast. Like I'm talking fast, but they don't talk. They don't say Maine every time they talk. That's bad.
Not at all. That is not Mississippi.
Like I said, Big T get mad. Woody and Keyshawn give each other that look that messy black people get when they figure out something. Because when Keyshawn like, come on, he like, nah, I'm good. Murder like, come on, man. He like, I said I don't want none. He like, they're like, is that nigga? Them two.
They're and Lil Murder, he's having a kind of a okay situation with dude. Like they not wilding out. Dude they're acting like it never happened.
Well, he kind of Big T kind of acting like it's happy because he upset every time Martin speak to him. He get until of course Rome comes in and told him like y'all ungrateful. Rome is a capitalist. So let me at the end of the episode I'm gonna describe what's the correlation between Rome and Derrick and why Keyshawn made the mistake she made, and I'm gonna go over that whole thing at the end. But let's get
She
through
went
this.
home, y'all. She went home. If y'all watched that episode, she went home. She thought it would be best for her to go home.
Woody looks like he doesn't trip. Like I said, Rome switched up on him. He started getting a little successful. He started hanging out with people he probably didn't hang around with before. You done seen it happen. He done hang around people he don't hang around, doing all kind of stuff he don't normally do. Now he getting a big head a little more because he a little more successful. So he started telling him, y'all should be grateful I got y'all these rooms and all that. Because without Lil Murder, I don't think Keisha and them going because, like I said, she knows them. We go back to the past. We find out she's 8 months pregnant. Keisha and them.
Keyshawn is 8 months pregnant with Derrick baby.
Yeah, with Derrick baby. And we find out something interesting.
She don't look 8 months.
They said 8 months on the show. I had to look it up before the show. And essentially what happened was Derrick got kicked out of his family home. That big old house they was in.
Big old house with lights outside and everything.
They mama running everything. All of that stuff.
Look like Mercedes' daughter house. It looked like.
Nice house. They having banquets and everybody at the house. They kicked them out and didn't give him no money to the point that Keyshawn dad had a from the bill, but his wife also kicked her out the house. So they was in Chuckalisa. And I think in the same house they in now. Looks like it, but it look like it got painted a little bit, but I can't tell. Y'all let me know in the comment.
Like and subscribe.
Yeah. She essentially tells him this truth. It said, I should never took a black girl like you up there. I knew you was a gold digger. She said, your mama listened to one Kanye West song. And then she thinks she know black people. Then he proceeds to choke her. Said it's all your fault. Get over this part. He choked her. She almost died. She runs back home. Chanisse says, I don't need my daughters around. What you got going on? They are too good for you. Aisha on the stern looking sad, by the way. Because like I said, Aisha seemed like she actually liked her. Which could be something that happened in the future, maybe. Like a reconciliation or something. Or maybe she comes to help or something. And she said, you got to handle your mistake. I mean, she said, you got to handle your choice because Keisha said, I made a mistake. She said, no, you made a choice. And now you got to handle your choice. Yeah, what my daddy think. He said, your daddy agree.
That's it.
So then she had to go back. Room full with flowers. Saying I'm sorry. Filled the room with flowers. I'm going to explain to you why that's manipulative in a minute. Because it's a lot to this.
Like all this whole episode was all about that girl being manipulated. But she went for it though. She went for it. But I wouldn't say that it's all Keyshawn's fault. It's just, man, sometimes you grow up and things happen to you, and then you just fall in line with whatever was happening to you.
I said at this point, what are they gonna fight Rome?
That's gonna have to happen. Are they still gonna be on tour together? Because Keyshawn's gone. So what does Rome need to be there for anymore?
Joe, you watched the end episode. We're gonna go over that in a minute.
Okay. All right, man.
And so I know y'all probably have seen it, but if you ain't seen it, you just want to see if you want to see it. This was actually a good episode. So Rome, the way I asked myself, was she gonna let Rhodey end Rome the way she didn't let Diamond end Derrick? But Rome had other agendas. Rome put in that room, had that robe off, and said, hey, girl, I got you all this stuff. You thought it was a free ride? I can find a lot of you alive, of course, because if he could have found a lot of her, he would have found it years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And she already went viral, and who's trained as much as she is under Uncle Clifford and Mercedes? Ain't many people trained as much as she is. He like, I can find a dozen of you. So he tries to basically rape her. She hits him with a shoe. He took part of the bralette off, ripped it off. She running down the hall. She hits the door. Before this, he threatens her because he's like, I know what Lil Murder did. I got a video. I don't know what's on the video, but he got something on Lil Murder. I thought at first that it might be him and Big T, but then I realized something. He wouldn't have said the words, I think him and Big T might be doing the down low prison dance. I think he said that exactly, so I just want to see what he said.
He called him the F word for sure.
Yeah, he said, I think he doing it. So it can't be Big T, right? Because he wouldn't say if it was Big T on the thing, he wouldn't say, I think they do it.
Yeah.
Because he had the video. So what I'm thinking is it was
Be
him,
the skating person.
but it would probably be him and Uncle Cliff, unless he's trying to set up Lil Murder with somebody that the lookalike that was with Uncle Clifford at the
time. I think that was a lookalike. It was I thought that was Murder at the skating rink, but apparently it wasn't.
It was somebody. We could be wrong trying to manipulate somebody into thinking it was him, which would be interesting too. But we don't know what it was yet. We'll probably find out soon.
Ooh,
because I'm pretty sure
this is a good show, man.
It is. Wody, she tells Wody, she runs in the room, beats on the door, tells Wody everything. Told him about Lil Murder, told him about everything. Yeah, she didn't say specifically what happened.
Mm-hmm.
But she told him, she said she want to go back home. She went back home. Derrick looks like a nice guy again.
He looked like a nice guy, bruh. I thought he was a good guy. I thought we had him fucked up, bro.
He's like, look, I'm taking care of the kids. You had a good tour. Oh my God. What you home so early? I thought you had an extension. All of a sudden the son crying. What's his name? Jaden? Jaden's crying all over the place. She's like, what's wrong with him? She take him to the doctor. Find out he got an hyperextended elbow. She's like, oh, he must have had an accident.
He won't shut the fuck up. That's what he said. That's what Derrick said. He just wouldn't shut up.
Yeah, that was Derrick's excuse was. But the doctor saw the whelps on the back too.
We saw the whelps on the back. He had bruises. Man, I wish somebody would whip somebody baby like that. I'd beat their ass.
Yeah.
Don't know baby need to get beat up like that now.
Yeah, and he had a hyperextended elbow too, which is probably
where'd that come from? What do you do to a child to make them do that? What do you do? Yank him.
You gotta yank him, and that's how you extend that, both, especially for a 3-year-old. Because
the only time I ever had something like that happen, I was stiff arming a nigga, and he was way stronger than me.
now the doctor didn't think of none of that, right? The doctor didn't think, because it happens, right? Young kids,
they got baby bones, and that shit
so
happens.
Like if he grabbed onto something fast, he could hyperextend. But when he saw the webs, he's like, oh,
he been whooping his ass.
Yeah, so he got yanked, and it's not like some accident, because the doctor was cool with it for. He was like, oh,
it was
it happened. Because he was like, it happens, you know what I mean? Like the elbow will not
my baby. Mm-mm. Period.
I'm just talking about when you grab onto something and you got baby bones and you grab and yank your arm out of place.
I get all that. Me and the baby mama, we going straight up to that doctor. If my nigga shit is hurt like that, we going to the doctor.
But it wasn't that. It was Derrick that did. Derrick hit them with the yank, the whipping, all that. She comes home to confront Derrick.
Slap the fuck out of her.
And drug her like that football player from the Denver Broncos, who for some reason nobody ever talk about. Well, Seahawks, my bad. I don't want to say the wrong one.
Are you talking about Marshawn?
No, Marshawn ain't never did that. We talking about the offensive lineman.
Oh, that boy, the white boy that did
that. They're like, oh, you not dead yet?
I know you're talking about.
He told his sister, you not dead yet? I'm like, what? He drug her and put the iron to her. I'm like, this dude's sick. Now, when he put the iron to her, Keyshawn first thought, again, this is what I'm finna go into, and then was not my face. Anything but my face. That come from childhood trauma.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna go over there in a minute. So he stops and said, I handle my kids the way I want to, like my daddy handled me. It made me a great dude. I'm like, you kind of not living good, dog. Like, you can't get a job, bro. People don't even want to work. How you can't get a job?
Mm-hmm.
So this is after COVID. So people trying to get people to work. Then we go to Wody. Wody comes in the club, Rome out there having the people. Get out of here, girl. The boss is talking. He respect Wody. He don't respect the other two.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because Wody is manager and Wody got money because I think he owns the funeral home.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not broke, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's like, boss is talking. Told everybody to get out. They cut the stuff up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But Wody mixes something in, a little bit of fentanyl. But he made it specifically in one spot to trick him, because just in case Rome's smart, because Rome was smart in that situation. He said, you do it first. Wody picked the third line. He sniffed the other two.
Mm-hmm.
And Wody give the coldest lines I've ever seen at the end of a show.
Go ahead and say it then.
Let me see. Where is it? I said Wody a demon to kill a nigga and ask a nigga how you want to be buried. Like, how you want to be buried, nigga? Open casket?
He asked him that. He open casket, and he told him about some other situations about the caskets. He said a lot of different things in that situation.
This nigga real life asked him, how you want to be buried, nigga? You want to open casket?
What you want to do? What do you want to do, bruh?
That man, like, you want to open casket? You want like it when the dude got shot with the bullet in his head, or the wife, the man that hung his wife? You want a casket like that?
Mm-hmm.
So we can do it. You know what I mean? Then he started listing all the stuff, telling them, I know everything. They said, a lot of people don't get walked to the other side like you get. So you're fortunate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm walking you over there. And I'm saying, this nigga cold.
Yeah.
Like, like, please just end me. Don't talk me through my death while you killing me.
How do you want to be? How you want your casket to be?
You want an open casket?
If somebody tell me that we going out, I'm gonna do what I gotta do to you. Going out with me, bro. So man, you ever ask me about my casket? I'm gonna kill your ass that day. Now
we both gonna be just like, hey, bro, I want to be in the casket with you.
No. It's gonna be bunk beds. Period.
And then he went over there. He told him that he know everything. Uncle Clifford gave a dope line. Let me see what that said. He said, sometimes a devil could be an angel. Talking about Wody. If you know, the thing around Wody is in that situation is, Wody represents death. He's the Undertaker. He's an Undertaker. That's what his job is. He owns the hearse.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes, so death is seen as devil, but sometimes the devil could be an angel.
Mm-hmm.
Because Rome is not going to let, well, she probably would have let Keyshawn.
Hey, what? No, talk your shit, Zelmay. Go ahead. Go off now. Go off.
But Rome ODs. He overdoses on fentanyl, basically. And he called it basically a soft suicide. He just gonna accuse everybody like, oh, he OD'd, and everybody ran in, and nobody gonna ever figure it out, probably, because the man was doing cocaine before he was in there, so you could easily overdose. I don't think nobody gonna track that.
I just want y'all to know, if y'all want to kill me, you have to put it in into a shot. So if something's gonna kill me, put it into a shot. Because I'm not about to put nothing into my nose. Period.
Yeah. The show ends with Uncle Clifford.
Said, yeah. Zelmay, don't try and kill me that way, by the way.
Oh, I'm just going over my notes real quick because I'm about done with them. Just the last line.
Okay.
Uncle Clifford says a dope line leading to the next episode. Damsel sometimes becomes their own savior.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went in about fathers and stuff, which is true, which I'm gonna get into now. So this is my overarching theory. This is not even a theory. This is what this show is.
Mm-hmm.
This episode about Keyshawn. Why did Keyshawn stay with Derrick.
Why she get her own fucking show? Like she got a whole episode. That would like what? So what's she about to do now?
But she basically a main character. So now I think she took Haley's spot as a main character on the show.
So is Haley about? So is the next episode going to be about Haley, or is the next episode about to be like a standalone episode about Uncle Clifford? What you think?
No, they got the preview up, and it's about Mercedes and the thing.
Oh, Mercedes has a good come up story.
But they did her story in the first season. So they did her. I think they're gonna do one shot of
They
each.
can flesh it out some more. They can flesh it out some more.
But the argument between her husband and her daughter and her mother was all in the first season, and the episode by itself too. So I think they do it each character, main character, one episode in the season like that.
Who name it off, Zelmay. Who's the real main characters? Uncle Clifford, Mercedes, Haley,
Keyshawn.
Now Keyshawn.
Well, Keyshawn was main character first. She was the star.
Is everybody a main character or what?
Most of them.
The white girl.
Get it?
Does she have?
She not a main
can we
character.
give her something?
She's not a main character. They even got
She's
her.
not a main character.
She was off most of the episode. She off a lot of episodes first season and this season.
So are we going to integrate Whisper, Big Bone? Like, is everybody a main character or what? Who you got? Who are the real main characters in this show?
Uncle Clifford, Haley,
about
Mercedes, Keyshawn, and Lil Murder. They're probably the 5.
That's it.
Them the 5 main.
That's what you feel like?
The reason I put all 5 of them is because everybody else revolve around one of them.
That's fair.
Like it's a group around all of them.
You sure there ain't nobody? Oh, Andre
around Haley. That story revolves around Haley's story.
Yeah.
You know, he might be the mayor in the next episode, so they might make him main character. But it's still gonna revolve around Haley's decision to sell the business, and that's what he's goal is.
Okay.
So
Man, we got a lot to look forward to. How many episodes is this season slated for?
I do not know. I have to look it up, but ultimately, I want to get into this, then we can get off Joe. But I don't know how many shows. Y'all let us know in the comments how many episodes. Like and subscribe, do all that stuff. I appreciate y'all for watching. Keyshawn chooses these people because she was never loved. Her dad left her mom at an early age, as we saw. He didn't put emphasis on her because he even told her to take the picture of the rest of the family. Like she wasn't even part of it. She was basically the ugly child, which doesn't even make sense, but storyline wise it does. But she was beautiful, but she was the ugly child. She was told that you ain't like these two. It's the Cinderella story. So the first person to show her love, because even Quincy Joe told her, you look thrown off. Your hair messed up. All that stuff. You ain't even cute. I don't even know why you done. Aisha better anyway. Everybody telling her that. They call her dark skin. You black as this and all that colorism. Even though technically I think he could have found a darker skinned girl to do that part. And then, so Derrick was the first person to ever show her kindness. He the first person to ever show her love. And so she feels this loyalty to him. Because he can always apologize. Because he's the go-to. Her mom even said it. Go home and take care of it.
Man, I was a house full of bad bitches, man. I'm just tell you that now.
It was.
Even
the mom, Dolly, shout out to her. She been doing the movie.
The mom, the mom's not ugly either. So
yeah, but she was always the ugly duckling. So Derrick was the first person to show her love. He always
ugly duckling my ass. What's going on in Mississippi? Because you know what, I done seen a lot of gals in Mississippi that's really some ugly ducklings. I done seen them. But I done seen some of the most beautiful girls I ever seen before. You hear me?
That is true. But according to the story, she was the ugly duckling.
I guess we could give that to them. But hey, that's why I'm saying y'all they don't need to have this show in Mississippi. Because it's bad bitches in Mississippi. Period.
Aisha from Mississippi, Joe. And they tell
And
her
that girl, and the yellow girls, I fuck with it. Man, I got. No, I don't have. Just in my lifetime, there's been some bad yellow bitches. I mean, hold on. Hold on. What do I say to make this okay?
nothing. Let's carry on about the trauma of Keisha.
No, I'm just trying to figure out like what do I say to say like it's bad bitches in Mississippi?
What you just said.
Oh, all right, cool.
Well, Keyshawn, like I said, Keyshawn gets love from Derrick. Keyshawn gets this. She finally feel like she's the star. Rome give her the same feeling. Rome put her on. Rome does this. Rome get her that. She's like, oh, we doing it. We making it.
Mm-hmm.
And as Woody said, you naive. That insecurity and that non-love that she didn't get from her father, she looks for any type of love from it. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Uncle Clifford, because Uncle Clifford said he couldn't save it, but he saved it in this episode. All that stuff, the stuff about, oh, it's the imagery of being them in power, but they not. That's all from Uncle Clifford.
Mm-hmm.
Cause Roma like, you just a hoe. And even Jocelyn like, they gonna call you a hoe. So basically happened at the beginning of the season.
My ex-girlfriend was 100% a stripper. She is not a hoe. She wouldn't even let me fuck. What?
What are you talking about?
Hey, y'all clip that. What?
I don't know what's going on. But to the trauma part,
mm-hmm.
Derrick is a person who was spoiled and lost everything. So he has this innate anger and like this bipolar thing, in which he don't want to be like his dad, but he's angry and wants to be like his dad because his dad.
Are you calling him a good guy? Are you calling him?
No. No, of course not. He's not good at all. Mm-hmm. He always been violent. He has his dad violent tendency. He was spoiled. So spoiled and violent. I'm from Mississippi. It's a lot of sport. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. These white girls out here be getting whooped by their boyfriend. Y'all can say whatever y'all want. They be getting whooped.
And also, man, I just gotta tell you about to pass out. So
Joe's about to pass out. We almost done, but they be getting whooped. Right. Happy 4th of July, by the way. Like and subscribe. Hope everybody having a great night.
Yeah, absolutely.
They get whooped. But again, she goes back because that's what she's comfortable with. She goes back because it's comfortable. She knows it. Mm-hmm. Derrick can possibly kill her. But she continuously goes back. Because she doesn't know anything else. She don't know love, bro. And there's so many people like that. And a lot of people that don't have their fathers in their life. Ain't never been treated. I retweeted on my Twitter, 99_Zelma. It's in my link tree below if you don't want to look for it. Well, not on that one. The link tree in that one is different. But 99_Zelma. I retweeted something about women who had an amazing relationship with their father. Black women. Mm-hmm. And a lot of them don't. So they don't know how to love. So it's easy to get tricked by a Derrick who looks like a knight in shining armor, or a Rome who looks like he's looking out for you, but you don't want nothing but this. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. Dudes that come from spoiled households that lose it all, I can name one right now. He threatened to burn down a bank and then.
Oh, me?
Joe, you ain't spoiled at all. His dad actually a senator, so if you from Raleigh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But he threatened to blow up a bank and then then they had a club in Hattiesburg. You're like, we don't want them greasy black women in the club. So I was like, we don't like you. So, but they got a problem. And then you got the scammers that you see in Jackson and stuff. They ain't good for you either. But they easy to manipulate. And this show showed a lot, and I liked it. Joe, your final thoughts on the show, so I can eat.
Hey, what's your final thoughts on the show? Hey, what's your final thoughts on the show? Yeah, the P-Valley one. And She said that she loves this show so much, and also hey man, I'm glad. So are they going to do this for the next few episodes? Just give everybody's backstory. I'd be excited to see Uncle Clifford's backstory. I want to see that, and I want to see some more of Mercedes, and like they gave us some of her backstory a little bit. So I'm excited for that. So 100%. Hold on, you muted, bro.
Next week I think Andre gonna win the mayorship, or he's gonna be in contention.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah,
because it's on the preview. Mercedes gonna have her thing with the coach and his wife.
Corch.
Yeah, and then I think we saw Uncle Clifford, so we're gonna see a lot going on. Keyshawn might be back. Let's see how Whisper and Roulette go with that, and that's gonna be next episode.
I'm here for it. Let's see. Let's maybe my cousins will answer the phone for this. But hey, man, I love y'all, man. I appreciate y'all.
Joe, what can they find you?
UniQoWilliams.com. All roads lead to me.
Yeah. Very good episode.
Hey, baby girl. Hey, y'all on my show right now.
You know, it sounds better.
We just got off the bus actually. Okay, girl, but Ellie. Hey, we all on my show right now. We're live on YouTube right now. So they can see your ass. I can see, if I can see you, they can see you too. Well, you on the bus, but you on YouTube right now. You can hang up, but you're still on the bus.
They on the bus.
Who is that? You on it? Hey, you on my show? Y'all on my show? Who is this? Who this girl is? Hey, all right, bro. Hey, Zame, let me get off of here. I'm gonna cuss their ass out.
All right, y'all be easy. You know to find me at.
Y'all know where to find us right here.
Yeah, like and subscribe, all that stuff. Right, my link tree is below. Books, podcast, merch, all that stuff. Yo. I appreciate y'all. Tell me what your thoughts on P Valley. What you like, what you didn't like. Shout out to Aisha and anybody else that was in chat. We out. Peace to Joe family, all y'all.